If you've been thinking about getting solar panels, now might be the time to do it. There was a change in the law, and now you only have a few months left to take advantage of the solar tax credit. Consumer Reports explains what to do right now since you are under a tight deadline. Here's Jovi Hill.
Many Consumer Reports members say going solar allowed them to lower their electric bills or even bring those bills down to zero. But it's a costly investment. The tax credit helps with the big purchase.
You can save thousands of dollars with the solar tax credit, which applies to things like solar panels for producing electricity or solar heating. The trick is you must buy it and you must install the system before the end of the year, and you can't lease any of the components.
For example, it costs about $30,000 to install a typical system. The tax credit would reduce that expense to close to $20,000.
There's no denying that solar is a major investment, and the process for going solar can be pretty involved. That's why it makes sense to do your research up front, check with your city and/or state beforehand to see if they have any specific requirements.
So how do you find a good solar installer? Get at least 3 bids. Start by looking at companies recommended by your neighbors and make sure they have good online reviews. Go local. Find established companies in your area with expertise about the permitting process. A consumer caution here, avoid door-to-door sales. All too often, they're not a local company with a brick-and-mortar location. If you're ever approached by a salesperson, ask plenty of questions to ensure they're with a reputable company.
Once you find an installer you want to work with, ask them if they can have your system installed and up and running by the end of 2025 in order for you to get the credit.
After signing a contract, the installer will generally get the necessary permits, get approval from your utility company, install the panels, schedule inspections, and lastly, get your utility company to connect your panels to the grid, all by December 31st to ensure you get the credit.
And like the residential solar tax credit, the energy efficient home improvement credit also expires on December 31st. So if you were thinking about installing Energy Star certified exterior windows and doors, plus upgrading your circuit panels and heat pumps, now is the time to do it.